Welcome everyone to part 2 of our fun day here at the Disneyland Resort. Today we're at the main Disneyland park.
And I'm not crying this time, actually. The first time I gave you.
Yeah, this is your second time here.
Oh, look, there's Mickey! Ah!
Hey, you got some rides you're gonna do for your first time here.
You know, the Matterhorn was closed last time we were here.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's obviously gonna be my new number one.
Oldest steel tubular roller coaster. That's the magic of Aero right there.
Yay.
Should be good, but also Mickey's Toontown is brand new, so we're gonna try out Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I think
I've never done that before.
I think the ride is the same, but the queue should be different, so that should be cool. And we're also gonna go see Fantasmic tonight.
Which I'm excited to compare to the one in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
I've seen that one my whole life, so.
Yeah, it should be pretty cool. So most of the time that we're gonna spend here today is gonna be actually at night. We were at Disney's California Adventure this morning. That's a whole separate video. Definitely go check that out. A lot of fun there. But it's gonna be getting dark here in about like an hour, hour and a half or something like that. And so we're gonna get some fun night footage everywhere. So.
Ready? Let's go.
All right, let's go do something. I know it's hard to see, but there's a Disney castle over there.
If you're like a small kid, up until you get to like about here, you might not be able to see it. Just got a feta stain on the Matterhorn Bobsled. Not as good as her bowl is. First time on the bobsled! A functional Yeti? Walt Disney World could never. Oh my god! These transitions are so whack! Oh hi! We're dueling! Yeti! There are 2 functional Yetis on this ride and 0 Expedition Everest. Oh my gosh. It was so janky. It was so much fun. It's such like a relic of not only Disney but also of like roller coasters in general, which are 2 of my favorite things. So I am very happy to have finally ridden this. So there you go it. First ride. 10 out of 10.
That ride there is something. It is literally California's version of Disney World's Space Mountain. Like in the way that you sit single file and it's just so janky and hilarious. That is the first steel tubular roller coaster, and that's still operating is wild. Also, the capacity on the thing is pretty unbelievable. Like each train only seats 6 people, but they're sending those things like crazy, and 2 different sides. Like, I don't know, it's just pretty impressive.
I'm trying to do a Disney classic.
Please lower your head and watch your as you board.
Sarah wanted to do the monorail.
The thing that's like the most awesome about it is all the views you get, because I think it goes like over the ECA and stuff too. So I don't know. I like them.
Why am I doing this monorail before the one that, I don't know, goes through Epcot?
Oh yeah, you still have it.
No, never done that.
You should do that.
This monorail is so weird. You can just see like the street. This is funny. Also, there's no standing room. You have to sit. It's so bizarre. Look, here's backstage.
Then gather your belongings, lower your head, and hundreds of millions of guests. Just remember that due to the fireworks, the Monorail, the happiest kingdom of them all, Fantasyland.
And now that we're back here in Disneyland, it's time for some Tomorrowland night vibes, specifically with Space Mountain. Of course, an absolutely fantastic indoor roller coaster. Big fan of this one, especially for the soundtrack. It's so good. I love this station. It is so freaking cool. Like, it just has this like big grand scale, and then you're looking down on all the different ride vehicles. It's totally epic. All right, we just got on Space Mountain. That thing is so much fun. It definitely doesn't have the jankiness of the one in Florida. However, the speed is great. The whole soundtrack just works with the ride so well, and you can't see a thing. It's actually a really long experience too, which I totally appreciate. Probably the one in Florida is still a little bit better, but it's really fun. I mean, it probably is my favorite. It's definitely my favorite roller coaster at the Disneyland Resort. I don't know if it's my favorite ride though. I guess because Rise of the Resistance is here, so I feel like I gotta give that that. awesome ride on Pirates. We are getting a snack. These are some skewers that we got here in Adventureland. Pretty good. One's beef and one's pork belly. They're not that big, but each one was like $6, so not too bad.
Really good.
From their new show, Wondrous, or something like that, and you can hear their song blasting over here. That was pretty good, you know? We didn't get to see the beginning, but we saw most of it, and it was pretty solid. So I think the song is definitely still not as good as Happily Ever After or the one from Disneyland Paris, but it's still a bop, you know? As you can see by Sarah, who's vibing here. We got 40 minutes till Fantasmic starts. So that's 2 big shows in this one park, like happening in a pretty short amount of time. So that's kind of impressive. Last time we were here, Haunted Mansion was on Haunted Mansion Holiday with The Nightmare Before Christmas. So now we're gonna do regular.
Yay!
I think it's listed at a 13-minute wait right now, so not bad. New for 2027 at the Magic Kingdom. On a mansion. It's pretty good. Yeah, that thing's awesome.
When we were in like the pre-show room where like the room stretches, I was like, Taylor, I'm like pretty positive that this one actually does go down a level. And he's like, oh no, and I'm like, let's pay attention if we have to go up to exit, and you do. So I'm pretty sure that this one actually does go down. Unlike the one in
I was
Disney
like,
World.
oh, whoa, like what? Also, one other thing we have to mention, Splash Mountain back there, still open.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ride it though. I already like, you know, said my goodbyes, shed my tears.
Don't lie, you just don't want to do it because it's like freezing.
Even if it was warm, I don't think I would. I already had my like perfect last ride. Like I don't need to do it again. Like and rehash all those feelings all over.
That's fair. We're all set for Fantasmic. We got sitting room, literally right here, pretty much up front. Yeah, right? Didn't know about that?
No.
Honestly, I totally forgot about it. It's so sick. This ship is huge, and it is incredible that they managed to hide it. It just appears out of nowhere. It's amazing.
Holy shit.
So we just got out of Fantasmic, so that was my second time seeing this version. Your first time seeing this version. So, all right, let's do a little compare and contrast with Florida's, because when I first saw Florida's, I said I like California's better. So
Still feel that way?
I think I lean towards California's. Because here's why. One, it is way less of an ordeal to go see this show than Florida's. Florida's is a pain to go see. So because of the setup, like we literally just sat down on the floor here, and it was so easy.
But the arena thing is kind of nice.
Yeah. I'll give Florida's that the set is so much bigger, and that's like pretty impressive. Here's something that I liked way more in California, and that is one, the inclusion of the pirate ship is just incredible. And then number 2 is the dragon. It's so much cooler here. The dragon in Florida sucks.
Yes, like the overall set in Florida is like better and more fitting for the story. Like the little Mark Twain house, I don't really think fits the vibe.
They're pretty much making do with what they got.
The projections on there do not look good. Like I don't just do away with that. In Florida, you get like these very grandiose sets, which I think enhances it a lot. Like instead of like the Lion King sequence where you just get like the one little thing going around, like the snake, you get like this giant, like you get like Rafiki, and you got all these animals, and it's so visually awesome. And they have the scenes with like Moana and Elsa and like Pocahontas, and like I don't know, I feel like that one's got like a more elaborate like a real like story, I guess.
No, that's fair. There's a lot more room to work with stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
and well, it's also just longer too. But like at the core, like there's still like the same show, like with Mickey Mouse and all that stuff. So like I don't know. I think I like them both for like equally for different reasons.
Yeah, no, that's very respectable. We just got off a night ride on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Probably the best way to experience that attraction.
It is so smooth.
It is crazy smooth. Yeah.
Like, it's almost too smooth. There's like my trains are supposed to have a little bit of a bite to them, like a little ricketiness.
You're like,
or
what is
rustic.
this?
Yeah, and I'm like, what? I'm like,
We got smooth Big Thunder here. We got smooth Space Mountain here.
I know, and I'm used
What's
to my
going
kinky
on?
Florida rides that like rough me up a little bit. What the heck?
Hey, I'll tell you what though, this has a like downwards helix that pulls so many laterals. Like we sat in the back and
I
I'm
definitely
just like,
smushed you.
oh, you were just like, yeah, flopping into me because it was just like,
am flopping.
going
True.
downwards. And then also the projections on the final lift hill of like the TNT exploding. You don't get that on Florida's. You get that on this one, and you get that on Disneyland Paris's, and like Florida's doesn't have that, and like it's such a good effect. We're the only ones on this pathway. That is hilarious.
Kind of
Look at this.
quiet earlier. Like where'd everybody go?
I know, yeah. So there's Small World, and now we're going this way into Mickey's Toontown. Well, that's adorable.
It's so cute.
El Capitan visiting the box office. Excuse me, can I get a ticket? Aw, man. Look at this. Aw, this is very
It's
different.
giving all like old diner vibes.
Yeah, it totally is. Whoa, what?
Oh, it's so like Steamboat Billy.
Yeah, look at this. This is so fun. It's Mickey's birthday party costume. This is a great queue. So much better than Florida's. Look at this, and we're walking the red carpet like we're going to our own premiere.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Stop fast, ladies and gentlemen, boys and
I mean, personally, I like other songs on Guardians more, but oh look, we're going that way. Whoa, we should be going that way.
around the park.
Oh, this part's different.
How do you stop one of these things? All is checked by trusty man. Let's see. Oh, Guess I'll just press all the buttons and see what happens. Hope you don't have any other plans.
Alright, so mostly the same.
Yeah.
Couple slight differences though.
That like ending scene, like the transformation. Oh my gosh, it's usually so much more wild.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as
because
cool.
usually it has like the folding things, like all the
Yeah.
crazy stuff that was happening. That one, it just like
Yeah, it was like cool. This area really is cute. And once it's done, I'm sure it's gonna be even better. Cause yeah, just like the style of all the buildings is fantastic.
it makes more sense in Toontown than in a Chinese theater.
It really does, yeah.
But one thing we were talking about this before we went in, we got lighting lane for this. We bought it at like, I don't even know, was it like 5? Maybe like 5 o'clock?
When it was a 120-minute wait.
It was a 2-hour-long wait, and it's like you buy lightning lane or whatever, because like we're not waiting in that line, like there's no way. And it's $15 a person, which is already kind of steep. But you can't use it until an allotted time slot, which they gave us after 10:30. We're like, okay. It was literally a walk-on. Like there was no need for it at that point. So
We threw away our money.
Yeah, we just threw away money. I'm like, I fundamentally don't agree with like money paying for something that ends up being useless a few hours later. I almost want to be like, hey JK, can we just like walk through in the sand? But like that, like literally people got in line at the same time. We all were on the same
Yeah.
vehicle. I'm like, really?
Like if we bought a lightning lane when it was a 120-minute wait, we should have been able to use it when it was a 120-minute wait.
Yeah,
so we
it was
actually
not-
skipped that line.
Yeah, there was no line to be skipped at that point. So
I know.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's stupid. Anyways, we got 10 minutes till the park closes, so we're gonna go and do Matterhorn, I think, one more time. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going on an adventure.
into the Alps. Oh, look at that view. Whoa. Wow. Oh. You ready? Splashdown. Oh. Oh, not bad at all. That was hilarious.
So fun.
I know, you're literally like riding down a mountain.
So janky.
Yes, very janky. All right, that does it for our day here at Disneyland. Honestly, a very productive last like hour and a half. Like we did a lot.
So. Yeah, absolutely.
I was actually like really surprised because we were at Disney's California Adventure for the first half of the day. So we had less time to do stuff like towards the later half. So we really had to like kind of like go quickly and like really optimize our time. But I thought we really made the most of things. Yeah, the thing is there's just so many rides here, so we had to like prioritize.
Well,
but
Disneyland is essentially a mega park because I think of like the other 4 Disney parks, and this is like the greatest hits of all of them.
Yeah,
I guess for the
absolutely.
most part. Like I don't know. So the only thing I could see them adding something like maybe like Guardians in the like Star Wars area.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I have no idea where because I know they still have room to expand, but I'm not sure where all of the individual plots of land are that they have room to build new attractions.
If they do Tron here, like the thing is, like if they keep just making Disneyland bigger, it is just becoming more and more overwhelming to like your average guest like us who doesn't live here.
I still think they need to beef up DCA more.
Like give Disneyland a break. It's got plenty. It doesn't need any more right now. Like still, it's to me Disneyland is, like I said, it's like a greatest hits thing. I think it is probably the best Disney park overall because of that. But I prefer like the more spread out. I don't know, here you come and it's like to do everything in Disneyland in a day is like good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, that's the kind of the flip side. Yeah, I could see it going either way. This is why this conversation is so fun, because especially when you get people that are more used to one side versus the other, because it's that East Coast, West Coast, like people like going back and forth. Everyone has their own opinion. Some people who are probably complete opposite. They're like, no, Disney World sucks compared to Disneyland. Yeah, so like, I don't know. I see both sides because I actually went here way before I went to Disney World. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Post any thoughts that you have about this one down in the comments below. And of course, stay tuned for some more fun vlogs here at Coaster Studios. We're going to go take a nap now. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.